Hello and welcome back to Broken Sword 5, this time in Nico's apartment after presumably George is now again, after Quaramonte, in jail, this time in Paris, because he's suspicious, he's weird, and he had the potential murder weapon in his hands. What an idiot. I don't know why he's even touched that. Like, not even with gloves. And even if he had gloves and he would be, caught, then it would be even more suspicious. But even if it's more suspicious with the gloves, his fingerprints wouldn't be on it. Then again, there's a reason he I don't know. You could put this to any measure, but he's probably in jail for the time being. So then this elderly man knocked on Nico's door. So let's have a talk with him, because he's just invited himself in. No idea who he is.
Would you like a glass of wine?
Right.
Yes, those stairs are a nightmare.
Somebody invites himself in and then you ask him, do you want to have a wine that I have standing on the table with a single glass that I wanted to take? Probably. That's the first thing I would offer some elderly man.
What can I do for you, monsieur?
My name is Tiago Marquez. I saw your report on the robbery. I found your address. I came straight away. I needed to see you.
And why is that?
The stolen painting, La Malédiction. It belongs to me.
Okay.
Ronnie had wanted me to interview the owner, and now here he was. Or rather, he was somebody who claimed to be the owner.
Just wanted to say.
I had no reason to show Marquez my press card. He already knew who I was.
Okay.
So the stolen painting is yours? Tell me more.
La Malédiction belonged to my family in Catalonia in the 30s, before the Civil War.
So what was it doing here in Paris?
The fascists stole it in 1938. They killed my father, but not me. I escaped. I have been looking for it ever since. You have to help me find it.
Did you lose all your family in the Civil War?
When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
I'm sorry.
I would have stayed and fought for freedom, but I was just a boy.
You've got my attention, but if I'm to help you, I need more to go on.
I have something. This old photograph. It is of me and my family. See the painting above the fireplace?
Oh, he's the
Yes,
boy.
It's La Malédiction. The photograph suddenly appeared to link the old man to the painting.
Well, I don't know. He's probably the boy, though.
You took the photographs at that robbery, huh?
I did, yes.
I need to see them.
Why?
Please, I must see them.
All right. Here they are.
Okay. He already has the painting. Badly framed photo. Thief. George Henri and the thief and thief. Okay.
This shot didn't come out too well.
It's perfect.
Perfect?
Finally, La Malédiction in all its splendor. The lines, the color, the detail. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Then take it. That shot is no good to me.
Really? Thank you, mademoiselle.
This is the best shot I took. They used it in the paper.
Yes, it is how I recognize La Malédiction, my painting.
It does look like the one in your photograph.
So close, but now it is lost again.
Here's the thief making off with the painting.
What is that tattoo on his arm?
Looks like a skull and crossbones. Headhunters,
You will find him, and then you will find my painting.
I can try, monsieur.
You must, mademoiselle.
Why?
This one was rejected. Georges got in the way. Typical.
Who is this George?
Just a friend. He insured the painting.
So, he will know who is this liar who claims to own my painting.
I don't think he does. He would have told me.
I mean, if he's so inclined that it's his painting, that somebody has to find it, and he's doing that all the time, why doesn't he do it? It's like he's sitting back and waiting, and then this happens, and then, Nico, you must find it. Very, very suspicious.
It was very interesting, but I needed to corroborate it. I wondered if the gallery kept ownership records.
I mean,
And while I didn't wholly trust him, this was the one lead that I didn't want to lose.
at least that.
Where are you staying?
What? Nowhere. Here, perhaps.
What?
I didn't want him to
No?
stay in my apartment. There was another solution. My neighbor is out of town for a few days. You could stay there.
Be
Right.
good. Thank you.
That's even worse.
Great. Let's go. Adam said that he would leave the spare key under the mat.
That's so wrong on so many levels. Like, what would you think? Like, your neighbors says, I'm gone. Would you take the key for me? No, I mean, I say that to the neighbor, right? And then the neighbor says, okay, I'll look after your place. Gives the key to some random old man that claims that it's his painting. Like, what the hell? I mean, of course, like, as a sort of plot device and all, it's convenient. But why not put him into his own place? He had to get there somehow. He had to be able to read the paper somehow. So surely he must have a place to stay. Like, what the hell?
My neighbor had left a key for me under the doormat. Which reminded me I hadn't watered his plants for a week.
Congratulations, Nico.
The key wasn't there.
Congratulations, Nico.
The door was locked, but my neighbor always left a key under the mat.
Maybe the other side of the mat?
I hope you don't mind waiting. I'm sure the key is around here somewhere.
This is why I hate cities. No trust anymore.
What? I just wouldn't trust a random guy. Oh, it's gotten into the crack.
The gap was wide, but not wide enough for my fingers.
You have the chewing gum thing, and don't tell me the
Using
key.
the sticky chewing gum, I was able to fish out the key.
Of course. Of course. Of course. That's how these games work. I'm not gonna go on rambling how ridiculous that is. That's the charm of the game, though. Apart from the old man that is now living in her neighbor's
This will do.
apartment.
But it's up to standard.
This
I have to go out with Ronnie had promised me the front page if I got an interview with the painting's owner. And he was a crazy Spaniard claiming to be just that. I needed to find out who had put the painting up for sale. Maybe there was more to find at the gallery.
Some crazy Spaniard.
Lane was sitting outside the cafe.
Of course.
He looked dazed.
Oh man! She even called him crazy Spaniard. So she must have a really, really bad thought, like, mindset on her neighbor. So the neighbor trusts Nico, and she thinks that the neighbor is just some moron, probably, because of course, if I like somebody, I wouldn't put a crazy Spaniard into their apartment. Sorry to ramble on to this. This is just so ridiculous.
Hello, Monsieur Lane.
Ah, the delectable Nicole Collard, super sleuth. How may I be of service?
I was hoping I'd find you here.
Always available for a lovely lady such as yourself.
The owner.
What do you know about the owner of La Malediccio?
That was Henri's business. He found the painting and did the deal with the owner.
Would anybody else know anything about the owner?
Not likely. He kept especially quiet about that one. But he always kept a manifest for every exhibition.
So that's...
You mentioned
Next
the
door.
manifest. How would one get a look at that?
One might start in the office. That's where Henri kept most of his paperwork.
I'm writing a follow-up piece on the gallery theft.
Ah, so you need an inside view. Authoritative.
Something like that.
The police have finished in the gallery. We could chat in the office. It's much more comfortable. More intimate. I might even be able to rustle up a little bottle of champagne.
All
That
right.
sounds great.
We can discuss my ordeal over a glass of champagne.
A cozy chat with Lane was the last thing I wanted. But it was my best hope if I wanted to get a look around the office. So, what are we waiting for?
Did they just remove the... Okay.
After you, my dear.
Oh, he's going to... lock her in. Oh no! She's not. He's not. Okay, that's...
Heaving with junk. Finding what I wanted wouldn't be easy.
I know where it is.
As Lane sat down, something stuck out from beneath the cushion. It looked like a folder. Whatever it was, the police had missed it. I needed to get it.
Come, join me on the couch. I'm ready for you.
Oh,
You will be gentle with me, won't you?
so
Oh, I'm
sleazy.
very gentle, Monsieur Lane.
Oh. Oh. Do call me Hector.
So sleazy. Can we...
Henri had a statue of himself in the style of a Roman emperor.
with
It was
sunglasses?
narcissistic and slightly disturbing. I wasn't going to play fig leaves with Lane watching.
Okay. Then we sit down. We don't happen to have absinthe.
Lane hadn't noticed the
There it is.
folder. With that amount of padding, who would? The only way to get hold of it was to distract him. Monsieur Lane?
Hector, please.
I see Henri had a statue of himself.
Yes, for a man of high aspiration, he had alarmingly low taste. Nevertheless, I shall miss him. We were like family.
What will happen to this place now?
Henri's widow will decide, poor soul. She may find it in her heart to keep me around.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
Yep. Probably.
I managed to get chewing gum stuck on my press card.
What a bizarre turn of events.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought.
You got something in common.
So you really don't know who owns this up?
I'm sorry, my dear, I really don't.
Is there anything you can tell me about the painting?
It was an absolute treat to come across it. A true undiscovered gem.
There's no denying it is a fantastic painting. What can you tell me about the religious significance?
Of course, there is a deep religious symbolism locked within the painting, too. Central to this must be the pantheon of saints.
Oh, Hector. Perhaps I will join you in that glass of champagne.
But of course, champagne, nature's balm in troubled times.
Of course he has that ready.
So you really don't know?
I really had that.
To new friend.
To love.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, mon Dieu, that is so cold!
Oops, silly me. I am so sorry.
I'll have to dry this off. Don't you worry, my dear.
I thought that she might do that. He's still standing there, though.
In the folder was a list of all the paintings in the exhibition. La Malediccio had to be there. It was. And next to it was the owner's name.
Oh, look at that.
The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for my story.
Isn't that the Vera guy?
Thanks for everything. But I think I hear my editor calling.
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
A little while later.
And I found out who claims to own La Malediccio. Some guy named Medovsky. Sounds Russian, right?
Medovsky, my God.
Who is he?
He's new on the oligarch block. Fresh into London from Russia, with ambition and a bloody reputation. Collard, this is way over your head. I'm gonna put a more experienced crime journalist on the story. I can't afford for you to get hurt.
Relax, Ronnie. This is my story. Leave it with me. Let's discuss it over lunch tomorrow.
Okay. But don't do anything more. See you tomorrow.
That's the Vera guy, though, isn't it?
Ronnie didn't trust me on this story, but I wasn't going to let him give it to someone else. I was going to have to move fast. Come in.
Oh!
Hi, Georges. Great to see you.
Hope you don't mind me just dropping in.
No, not at all. How are you getting on?
Pretty good. I found the gun that was used in the robbery.
I'm impressed.
Yeah? Well, Nave wasn't. He accused me of trying to plant it, and then of being involved in Henri's death. Then he threw me into a cell. He couldn't make it stick, of course, so he had to let me go this morning. But he's convinced I'm involved, so if I put a foot wrong, he'll nail me next time. But, hey, on the bright side, have I got a story for you.
A long story later.
Annette, the manager at Vera Security, lied about the owner of the company. When I pieced together that shredded letter, I got a name, Medovsky.
Medovsky! That's the same guy who claims to own La Malediccio.
What? He owns the painting and Vera Security? He has to be the one behind this whole scam.
Naturally.
You're telling me? We have to be sure.
What the?
That's what I thought.
I cannot sleep on that bed. It is too soft.
Oh boy.
Josh, this is Senor Marquez.
Nice to meet you.
So you are this George, huh?
Senor Marquez is staying in the apartment across the hall. Apparently, he's the real owner of La Malediccio.
What? I thought you said Medovsky was the owner.
Senor Marquez claims the painting was stolen from his family during the Spanish Civil War.
Really? Do you have any proof?
Senor Marquez, could you show him the photograph?
I mean, it's not proof. Having a photograph of, I mean, it could be shown up because of some reason, right? And who's to say that he is the small boy? I don't think you can naturally make a connection there.
Father. When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
How can we prove this is you as a child?
The dates would tie up, George.
Yeah, tough luck.
Who's this?
My mother, a good woman, a saint.
Of course. And La Malediccio.
Definitely La Malediccio hanging on the wall?
It belonged to my family, so it belongs to me.
If the painting really was stolen during the 1930s, then this Medovsky guy has no legitimate claim to it. But how can I be sure that you're the boy in that picture?
I can prove it. Look at my father in the photograph. You see the medallion he's wearing? He gave it to me just before he died. This medallion has been in our family for hundreds of years.
And it's still no proof, because you could have gotten that just as you've gotten the photograph. Could have been yesterday, for all we know.
Definitely the same medallion. A snake eating its own tail. That's also on the painting.
It is the Ouroboros.
The what?
The Ouroboros. It is a sign of my people, my family, my faith. The Gnostics. My father was a Gnostic leader. La Malediccio is sacred to the Gnostics. Hence they both display the Ouroboros.
A priest I met said the painting was the devil's work. A thing of evil.
Ha! He would say that. Do not believe all you hear from the church. Whatever you think, the painting is mine.
If Marquez was the true owner of Malediccio, then Medovsky had no legal claim to it.
We already had that.
It might be tough to prove, but if I could, we wouldn't have to pay out on the insurance. So, if the painting belongs to you, how did Medovsky get it?
The fascists stole it. It went to Madrid, then Berlin, then, after the war, to Moscow. After that, it was lost, until now.
We need to talk to this Medovsky, but how do we find him?
Wasn't there a phone number on the Vera security thing? Oh, that would probably give you a net. Never mind.
Nico?
Yes, George?
Here's the proof that Henri was involved in the robbery.
Interesting, but it doesn't help us find the killer.
True. Wanna have
Hey, Nico.
Trevor?
Have I introduced you to Trevor?
Oh, get that horrible thing away!
But he's
let's
cute.
go over what we know about the thief.
Okay, well, he had a distinctive tattoo on one arm.
And his helmet had Waterloo Motors across it.
Not a lot to go on.
What do we know about this Medovsky character?
Ronnie said he was dangerous and very rich. He claims to be the owner of La Malediccio.
And appears to be the boss of Vera's security who were supposed to protect it. Now that kind of figures. The best way to steal something is to get hired to look after it. But why steal a painting you already own?
We need to talk to this guy.
To do that, we need to find him. I found the gun that Henri was shot with.
We already had that, George.
If Medovsky owns Vera Security, it means that he must know the killer.
Well, it can't be Annette, but she has to be involved in some way.
Of course it can't be Annette, because the guy was burly and she wasn't. Like,
Why
come on.
would somebody steal their own painting?
Insurance scam? But then why kill Henri?
I get the impression that Henri was somehow involved.
Of course he was. And I just lost the train of thought, damn it.
We need to track down Waterloo Motors.
Have you tried the internet?
I've been kind of busy.
Okay, let's have a look. Waterloo Station, Battle of Waterloo, Waterloo Kebabs, Waterloo Sunset. Ah, here we go. Waterloo Motors. It's a garage in London. I'll send the number to your phone.
Okay, so
You said the thief had a tattoo.
On his arm, it was a skull and crossbones with headhunters written around it.
Waterloo Motors.
Hi,
How can I help you?
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
The guy we're looking for was wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors on it.
Oh, yeah. It's a very popular helmet.
that's what I
I
thought.
don't suppose you know who might have bought one?
Well, not unless you got any more information, mate.
The killer had a tattoo on his arm. It said Headhunters.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he bought one of our helmets just the other day.
Terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. He brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Word to the wise, though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, if there's any help. I mean, that's all I know, mate, sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time.
See ya.
Curious.
Bingo.
Good work. That has to be the guy. And now we've got his address.
How about a trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will you be okay here?
No, the bed is too soft.
It is uncomfortable,
See?
but it will do. Come back quickly with the painting, eh?
I don't trust him. I don't bloody trust him.
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
This is the place. Here on the right. To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something.
Nah, you just need money.
So, we clear on how we're going to do this?
Yeah, we're two insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside, butter Medovsky up, and then get the dirt on him, right?
No.
Noodle?
Fanoodle. Yeah.
Yeah, finagle. You remember how to finagle, don't you, Nico?
Georges, how could I ever forget?
Good, because I suspect we're gonna need major league finaggling to get in this one.
You got it.
Are we talking about the fanoodling part that we did in Quaramonte, or 3 and 4, and I don't even know?
No answer.
Fanoodle through this guy then. Inside.
Excuse me? Hello?
He's up.
On your bike, darling, this is a private residence.
We're here to see Mr. Medovsky.
So?
Do I need to say it? A gardener. Working in a tie. What the hell?
We have important business with Mr. Medovsky.
And who the hell might you be?
I'm Nico Callar, and this is my colleague, Georges Stobart.
Well, isn't that cosy? Can you count, darling?
Yes, of course.
Well then, 1, I don't know you or Laughing Boy here from Adam. 2, you ain't got no business round here. And 3, I don't like French birds. Comprenez?
He surely can do French.
Hi.
French.
Guess who?
What do you want?
Do you work for Mr. Medovsky?
No, I'm standing here pruning his edges for a laugh. Course I bloomin' work for him. Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. Get lost!
Let's just
Hi.
bother him.
Guess who?
What do you want?
I don't suppose you know Mr. Medovsky's driver, do you?
Look, will you stop asking all these blooming questions? Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh, I say it's him. I say it's him. You just see the arm.
Hey, George.
What's up?
Seriously, how are we going to do this? According to Ronnie, Medovsky's the real deal.
Coming from Ronnie, that's quite a compliment.
If Medovsky's the killer,
We need to be careful. Which suggests...
I use my Gallic charm?
Exactly.
I don't think he's the killer.
I had
He hired the killer.
once already. There was no answer.
He hired the killer, definitely. So, let's give him the card with the gum on it.
Guess who?
What do you want?
Showing him my press card would have blown my cover.
Oh, true.
We really need to see Mr. Medovsky about a most important matter.
Oh, why are you still here?
Hi.
Other
What
windows
do
have been
you
open.
want?
I don't suppose you know.
You really don't know when to give up, do you?
No,
Hi.
just bother him.
Guess who?
Just keep bothering him.
What do you want?
We really need.
Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. Get lost!
Could just open the gate and walk in. Probably closed though.
Ah, it's locked.
Damn it.
I had tried the intercom once already. Hey, George.
What's up?
Never mind. Come.
Come on. Come on to where? Come on to what? Ronnie.
Ronnie wouldn't have been too pleased to
Okay.
hear that I was chasing after Medovsky.
Alright.
There was no point to.
Should I go further away then? Like... I don't see any angle. Large topia tree.
It was topiary in progress.
Topiary. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
The bush was perfectly shaped.
Well, so apparently he knows what he's doing.
Hi.
Let's talk about the garden then.
What are you...
Nice bush.
Bush? This is so much more than just a bush.
Oh, I am sorry.
It's art, love. Or to be precise, topiary. And as everybody knows...
Topiary is a transition form.
That's right. A statement of man's dominance over nature. A metaphor for the human condition.
And yet,
It's not enough, is it?
not for the big questions.
Life, death,
Right and wrong.
The
tell
hell?
me about it.
You struggle, monsieur?
Day and night.
What?
That is the human condition.
Can we ever escape it?
Okay.
It's possible through meditation, contemplation.
I see.
It is our only salvation.
Well, you've given me food for thought, you have.
Anytime.
Much appreciated. At a difficult time.
You are welcome, monsieur.
So, anyway, this is my latest piece. What do you think?
That's nice.
Just a bush.
Eh? Are you taking the... Oh, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Ceci n'est pas une aigle, as you Frenchies would say.
The Magritte paradox.
Loving you? It's not an eagle, it's an eagle-shaped bush. Round here I'm surrounded by structuralists. But you see through the mask of form. I owe you one.
You're welcome.
What just happened?
We have important business with Mr. Medovsky.
I need a good reason to bother the boss with this. He's a busy man.
I understand, but I think he'll want to speak with us.
What makes what you have to say so important?
La Maledictio, a painting that belongs to him, has been stolen. If he wants his insurance claim processed quickly, then he'll want to speak with us. I think he might be annoyed if he finds out you never even told him we came around, right?
Okay. Hang on, I'll phone him now.
Phone away.
Yeah, Mr. Medovsky?
Yeah, the Maledictio. Yeah, insurance. A French bird.
Yeah. Yes, boss. Right, I will do. You've piqued the boss's interest. That isn't always a good thing. The gate should be open. I'll take you inside.
Oh, he's much more than a gardener. How deep?
Mr. Medovsky will be right with you, madame.
Well, we're in. Now what?
Don't get killed.
Make him think we're all set to pay out on the policy. See if we can get him to talk.
Welcome.
Good day, monsieur. My name is Nico Collard, and this is my assistant, Georges Tabar.
You are here to discuss La Maledictio, yes?
Correct.
I am surprised to see you. My agreement with the gallery specified that my ownership should be kept in the strictest confidence. It would appear that agreement has been broken.
A man has been killed, monsieur.
An agreement is an agreement.
Well, you... Heart soft. You know, if somebody you have an agreement with dies, there's no way he can keep the agreement, right? Although, it could have been Lane.
My apologies for disturbing you, monsieur, but I'm afraid we must ask you some questions.
So be it. The loss of a painting is nothing compared to the loss of a life. Ask away.
Political.
Did you know Henri, the gallery owner?
Oh, purely on a professional basis. My restorer recommended his gallery to me.
Did you ever meet him personally?
No, only via email. I rarely fly. I'm carbon neutral, you know.
Very conscientious, monsieur.
Well, the planet won't save itself.
Your restorer, how does he fit into all this?
Hobbes. He did a little cleaning work on La Maledictio, that's all.
How did you come into possession of La Maledictio?
I purchased it at auction.
We have reason to believe that the theft was an inside job.
Oh, that is terrible. The staff at the gallery were so pleasant to deal with, but such is human nature. I trust this won't delay the insurance claim.
I'm sure matters will be sorted out soon. What connection do you have to Vera Security?
I've never heard of it.
Interesting.
There is strong evidence that ties you to Vera Security.
Oh, you are beginning to sound like a policeman, madame.
We are merely doing our jobs, monsieur. We must leave no stone unturned.
I would leave this particular stone unturned. if I were you.
Ooh, the
I
threats.
bottled him, but I didn't want to push too hard. Of course. We will check our information again.
I would do that.
Do you have receipts for the painting?
Of course, I have already sent them to your office.
These things take time to process.
What is there to process? I own the painting, someone stole it, and your company provided me with insurance. I am the victim here.
Are you?
A state you share with the deceased, monsieur.
I think that is enough for now. When do you expect the claim to be paid out?
It will not be long, monsieur.
When exactly? Surely you can give me a date.
Monsieur Medovsky, I'm sure you...
Please excuse the interruption, sir.
What is it, Shears?
Hobbs is here.
Oh, the restorer.
He mentioned the portfolio, sir.
For pity's sake, can he not just follow simple instructions? Please excuse me for a moment.
The gardener's called Shears?
Yeah, probably not what his mother christened him.
What a creep.
Very clever creep at that. We got nothing on him, and he knows it.
He just brushed off the Vera connection. We need something else to get under his skin. I could use Marquez as leverage.
No.
Yeah, it's just one man's word against another.
Yep.
So what else can we do?
Let's take a look around. Maybe there's something here we can use against him.
Just wanted to say, snoop
Good
around.
idea,
I want this.
You search, I'll keep watch at the window.
Okay. Shears.
Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card and a scribbled note. I picked up the business card. It read, Wilfred Hobbs, Fine Art Restoration. I made a note of the address. Then I put the card back where I'd found it. No point arousing Medovsky's suspicions. The note read, L. Serp Drawings for you to check. W.H. Now we're cooking with gas. I wondered if the painting could be in the portfolio that Medovsky had taken. It was a thank you note from a British politician. Huh. Medovsky certainly had some dubious friends. See a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck.
Okay.
A Russian imperial egg. It looked rather plain. Everything was in Cyrillic, except for a number. 1869. I suspected the medals weren't from the Moscow Debating Society. It seems our Medovsky has friends in low places.
And high.
Like my boss said, the guy wants to be a player.
Medovsky in Libya. Happy days. What kind of guy hangs a picture of himself and Colonel Gaddafi on the wall?
The kind who will commit murder in order to steal their own painting.
It was a Russian privatization voucher. I wondered why Medovsky displayed it so proudly.
Not gonna try the door before I had a look at all this stuff here.
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. The catch had snapped. It was a beautifully inlaid...
Can't I open it then?
The catch had snapped.
I mean, of course that works.
The paperclip just flexed and slipped off the catch. By extraordinary good fortune, the coin I'd picked up was the perfect shape to flip open
Naturally.
the catch. Fancy that. Romanovs. The same brand of cigarettes that were in the ashtray in Vera's security.
Who would have
Keys
thought?
are always useful.
Okay, let's close the lid then.
Can you hear what they're saying?
Yes.
You should not have turned up here, Mr. Hobbs. I made it clear I would deliver the package later today.
I wanted to make sure it got to me all right. I've got a lot of work to do on it.
This is most inconvenient.
Medovsky's arguing with his visitor, Ops, about the portfolio.
That portfolio is important, I'm sure of it.
By the way, that reminds me, when the theft, the robbery took place, didn't the guy in the helmet actually have quite a thick of a British accent? I thought he did.
It was locked.
Or was it?
The study door's open now. Hear anything else interesting?
Hang on.
Listen, Hobbs, just take the portfolio and do your work. You are nervous, and I don't like that.
Understood. I have got a few questions, though.
I do not like questions either. Hurry up.
I noticed a couple of people arriving. Who were they? They look like coppers.
They were from the insurance company.
Has the...
Hobbs is going to head off with the portfolio. Whatever's in there is important. We need to stay with it.
I got Hobbs' address from his card. When we're done here, we should check it out.
Okay, Josh, but hurry. Medovsky will be back soon.
I'm gonna check out the study.
Okay.
He'll be back soon, though. Oh, can't save the game. I want to save the game, though.
Wow, there must be millions of dollars worth of art on these walls.
Probably. Save menu. Save. Thank you.
The drawer was open. My heart skipped a beat. But inside, I saw only a candy bar wrapper. The painting reminded me of my Aunt Maud. I'd never liked her. These paintings would have kept a critic enraptured for hours, but I didn't have time to dwell.
Okay. Now let's look at the desk. Ashtray. Romanovs.
The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. Romanovs. The desk was magnificent.
Ooh. Oh. Would you hold on a minute?
Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card and a scribbled note.
I don't know if there's something. I don't know to read Cyrillic, so I don't even know.
Those two little holes were just waiting for me to put my fingers in. I resisted the urge.
Good for you, George. Chair.
The chair was fancy and probably more expensive than it looked. Large Cyrillic letters were carved into panels on the side of the desk.
And you can push them in.
The lettered panels appeared to conceal buttons.
Something with B-A-S-H. That's probably some... The only thing I have to go on would be the book.
Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card.
How about this?
And a scribbled note.
Like some sort of bonha. I know it's probably pronounced completely wrong and the letters mean something else, but that's the only way I can remember that bonha. And it doesn't even work. Okay, the B and the A and the H is in there, but that's about it. Okay.
Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card and a scribbled note.
No, nothing. Got nothing. Okay, maybe the typewriter has something in it.
I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic. I didn't know the symbols. If I'd been able to remember the layout of a US keyboard, I might have been able to figure it out.
This is QWERTY.
ASD G or F?
ASDF.
Remember. I tried to remember. I didn't know.
I have one in front of me.
Nico?
Shh! I'm eavesdropping, Josh.
Medovsky had an extensive collection of management books. The 7 Secrets of Leadership, 2009.
Business Bonaparte.
The Business Bonaparte, 1983. Office Eagle or Management Mouse, 1998. Leather-bound classics, bought by the yard, no doubt.
I really don't have anything else to go on, though.
Romanovs.
Oh, now I get it. That's the hint with the keyboard. Let me get a piece of paper and write down what we have in terms of letters there, and then we can just match them up. B. Okay. Written down. Luckily, even if you don't have a US layout, which I actually do, at least what in terms of the letters, well, that's fine.
I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic.
Okay. I'm sorry. So this one would be an E, I think. H is second row. No, wait. Are these numbers? No, they're not, right? Like, this is QWERTY. What is it? This one is there twice though. But is it... Almost all of them are like in this row. And I don't think it's numbers, right? So this one, let's say, would be the Q. Then we have the B, which is the W. Could be numbers though. I'll also write down the numbers in case they are numbers, but let's have that as a... what would it be? R. Because that doesn't even make sense, honestly. And this one would be the Y. QWERTY, right? The age would be... wait. The 7th. 8th. An I. O. QWERT. U. QWERTY. U. Okay, so it's just all of those, so maybe they are actually numbers. That one, probably numbers, because obviously you have to push them then into in succession, right? So that's a 2, that's a 3, the A is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's essentially it. Encoded into this. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what?
The drawer was open. My heart skipped a beat. But inside,
Nothing happened though.
Those two little holes. I resisted.
Of course you did. I would have expected that some pen... Wait, didn't I? I thought I pushed them in order. Oh! We need to dial in 18... what? 65 or what was it?
Medovsky.
69. 1869.
A secret drawer.
There we go.
I knew that publication date would be significant. At last, I was going to discover Medovsky's secrets. It certainly wasn't Medovsky's sock drawer.
Hey, Nico! Come see this! I think we've struck gold.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Look, a letter from a guy called Gainin. His company, Wolfram, want to purchase La Maledizio. They're offering way over the asking price.
Anything connecting Medovsky to Vera?
Well, let's see. Here we go. A lease for Vera's security.
Aha! Then we have the proof we need.
Hang on, what's this? Expenses for a Mr. Shears. Waterloo Motors, 1 helmet. These are from Paris. Madame La Trex. Hotel Britannique. Pizza. Nico. Pizza. I think your friend Shears might just be Henri's killer.
George,
I thought it was
what have we
much.
got ourselves into? I just heard the front door close. Medovsky's coming. Put everything back in order, quick!
Right.
Moments later.
He'll never suspect we just ransacked his house for evidence.
George, the coin!
Damn, no time. Look cool, Nico. I'll handle this.
I apologize for the lengthy wait. As you can imagine, my time is at a premium.
That's fine, Mr. Medovsky. I think we're almost finished anyway.
And payment?
Very soon, monsieur. Very soon.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Nice collection of medals you have there, Mr. Medovsky.
I earned them serving my country.
Anywhere interesting?
Chechnya. Ever been there?
Nope.
No, can't say I've had the pleasure. Is that a picture of you with Colonel Gaddafi?
A deeply wonderful man. He was a great fan of the Impressionists.
Well, he certainly left quite an impression on Libya. So this Hobbs guy, good friend of yours, is he?
No, we simply have a business arrangement. We've been through this already.
You must be upset at the theft of La Malediccio.
Yes, and disappointed that someone would kill for such a minor piece.
Is that a first edition of War and Peace?
Of course, printed in 1869, a great year for my country's literature. And Tolstoy is the master.
So, what brought you into the art business, Mr. Medovsky?
Oh, an eye for great artists, an appreciation of fine culture, and a love of what you Americans call the greenback. Now please, if you're quite finished, I'm a busy man.
Actually, we are.
Thank you for your time, Monsieur Medovsky. We'll be in touch soon.
Well, no prizes for guessing where we go now.
Hobbs' place, right?
Got it in one. Medovsky's pretty shady, don't you think?
Oh,
We bought our act, though. You make a pretty good insurance man, Georges.
Yeah, who'd have thought it?
By the time he realizes we're not assessing his claim, we'll have cracked the case and be toasting our success.
Here's hoping. Looks like rain.
Come on, let's get that cab. Taxi!
it's waiting for us. Short taxi ride later.
I think we just stepped off the London tourist trail.
I guess this Hobbs character doesn't like visitors.
Not the kind of place you'd expect to find a restorer of old masters.
Unless you didn't want to attract attention.
I want a cheap place.
Attracted ours. Let's see what Mr. Hobbs knows about La Malediccio.
And let's try and get a look inside that portfolio.
And we will in the next episode. So, thank you again for watching. I've been having a blast. Again, solving the puzzles. And let's hope that we don't need the hint mechanic that is probably also in this game. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you at Hobbs' fine art restoration in the next episode. Bye!